Ever wonder what goes on in the mind of an artist when they're creating? Like, what are they trying to capture? Well, today, we're diving deep into the work of someone who finds endless inspiration in a place many of us find calming, maybe even a little mysterious, the sea.
And he really dives deep, doesn't he? I mean, we're talking about Dr. Vedat Akman here.
Exactly. And he's not just a painter. Ekman's also an academic and a photographer, originally from Turkey, but drawn to this area around Bodrum.
Which, by the way, has this incredible coastline, just steeped in history and mythology, so you can see why it would appeal to an artist.
Absolutely. But instead of getting bogged down in dates and degrees, we're going straight to the source. We're lucky enough to be taking this deep dive directly from his book, Cetus Art, to be in the universal dance of art. It's like getting a personal tour of his mind, you know?
And it's not just the art itself, is it? It's the way he writes about it.
Right, like he's giving us a key to unlock a deeper understanding of his art. Take Cetus art, for example. I
Hmm.
have to admit, when I first heard that term, I was like, okay, what's that all about? It's almost like he's created his own artistic philosophy.
Absolutely, and it's fascinating how he introduces this concept right from the start. His book doesn't just showcase his paintings, he intertwines them with these evocative verses that feel like glimpses into his soul.
It's like he's painting with words. For example, he describes sea dream with the words, corals dancing with the sound of waves, adorned with the mysterious touches of Norwegian seaweed. My painting embellished with pearls collected from the depths of the sea, like lost in a dream, like a window opening to the blue. It tells me the endless story of the sea.
He's painting with words, isn't he? And notice how he immediately immerses us in sensory details. The sound of the waves, the feel of seaweed, the allure of pearls. It's almost as if he's inviting us to experience the painting with all our senses, not just our sight.
And this isn't just a one-off poetic flourish. As I was going through his work, I noticed this constant return to the sea, not just visually, but in the way he describes it, using phrases like melody of the waves, traces of time, secrets, and endless love hidden in the artwork. It's like the sea itself is a language he's trying to decipher and then translate onto the canvas.
What's so compelling is that he's going beyond simply representing the sea, wouldn't you agree? It's almost as if he sees the sea as this living, breathing entity, a powerful force that shapes not only his art, but perhaps his entire worldview.
So let's dive into a few specific pieces and see how this plays out. I was particularly drawn to the title Baroque Melodies. I mean, who wouldn't be drawn to a title like that?
Now, there's a title that sparks curiosity. What was it about that particular painting that captured your attention?
I think is the description he pairs with it. Patterns reflecting the splendor of the Baroque era meet the richness of the sea, dancing with the curves of seaweed, like lost in a dream. A painting adorned with Baroque melodies, a timeless beauty, a magical tale. It's almost as if he's discovered this hidden connection between the grandeur of the Baroque period and the intricate world beneath the waves.
It's fascinating how he's drawing that parallel. The Baroque era was known for its extravagance, but also a sense of drama, a tension between opulence and the anxieties of the time. Could he be seeing a reflection of that in the sea? The captivating beauty contrasted with the hidden depths, the unknown creatures, the sheer power of nature. It makes you think about how artists throughout history have found inspiration in nature, reflecting not just its beauty, but also the emotions it evokes.
It's like he's found a new way to interpret the Baroque, not through ornate architecture or dramatic lighting, but through the ebb and flow of the sea, the delicate dance of seaweed, the interplay of light and shadow beneath the surface.
And this is where understanding the technical aspects of his art can deepen our appreciation. For instance, the way he uses light and color in Baroque melodies, it's not arbitrary. It's reminiscent of techniques Baroque painters used to create a sense of depth and movement. It's like he's bridging centuries of artistic tradition with his own unique vision.
Now, speaking of tradition and history, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the story of the sponge diver. It feels so evocative of a bygone era, a glimpse into a way of life so closely tied to the sea.
There's a weight to that title, isn't there? It hints at both the beauty and the harsh realities that lie beneath the surface. Sponge diving, I mean, it was arduous, often dangerous work passed down through generations.
Right, like a lineage, but tied to this essential but risky task.
Exactly. And Ackman describes it as a painting filled with traces of the past, and you can almost feel the weight of those stories, the echoes of lives lived on the edge of the waves.
It's like he's capturing not just the image of a sponge diver, but the essence of a whole community, their resilience and their deep connection to the sea.
And if the story of the sponge diver speaks to the human connection to the sea, the journey of whales takes us into the realm of the almost mythical. Whales. With their immense size and mysterious lives, they've captivated humans for centuries.
It's true. They represent this untamed, powerful aspect of nature that we can only catch glimpses of. And the way he describes this painting, it's as if he's inviting us to join them on their journey. Beyond the deep blue seas, the silent journey of great whales begins. A dance, a rhythm under the waters, they sparkle like the stars in the sky.
See, and there's that word dance again, that rhythm. It's like he's emphasizing that even in the vastness of the ocean, there's this underlying harmony, a sense of order amidst the seeming chaos.
It makes you think about our place in all of this, doesn't it? Surrounded by these forces of nature that are so much bigger than ourselves. Speaking of which, I was particularly moved by the dance of hope in the sea light. There's a sense of optimism in that painting, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Light, especially in art, often symbolizes hope, renewal, a path forward.
That makes sense.
And the way Ackman describes this piece, in the depths of the sea, a hope is born, every moment adorned with the dance of light. A rhythm in the flutter of fish, the essence of life shines with the reflection of hope. It's like he's saying that even in the darkest depths, there's this enduring spark of beauty and resilience.
It makes you wonder what would happen if we all approached life with that same sense of wonder and optimism that Ackman brings to his art. It's as if he's encouraging us to look beyond the surface, to find the extraordinary in the everyday, the beauty in the unexpected.
And that's what makes his art so impactful, isn't it? It's not just about admiring the technical skill, but about how it makes us feel, the questions it raises, the connections it helps us make.
Exactly. It's about that spark of recognition, that feeling of, yes, I see what you see in the world. And speaking of connections, I was intrigued by the cat quartz. It seems like a bit of a departure from the explicitly marine themes we've been exploring.
Ah, the cat quartz. A piece that beautifully illustrates Ackman's ability to weave seemingly disparate elements into a cohesive narrative. He describes it as a world dancing with the sparkle of quartz, an object adorned with the secrets of the cat, colors exuberant with the dance of light. You succumb to the magic of the cat quartz. What do you make of that juxtaposition, that leap from the depths of the ocean to the mystique of a cat's gaze, reflected in a shimmering stone?
It's like he's reminding us that the world is full of these unexpected connections, these hidden relationships waiting to be discovered. The way light dances on the surface of the ocean, the way it plays on the facets of a quartz crystal, it's all connected.
Precisely. It's that interconnectedness that he's highlighting. The cat, often associated with mystery and intuition, becomes a lens through which we view this sparkling quartz, perhaps unearthed from a hidden cave, echoing the hidden treasures of the sea. It's a reminder that inspiration can be found in the most unexpected places if we keep our minds open to those connections.
And it makes you think, what might appear random or out of place at first glance could actually be a doorway to a whole new way of seeing the world around us. Speaking of hidden stories, I have to bring up Family Secret. Even the title alone evokes a sense of intrigue.
There's a weight of history in that title, isn't there? A sense that the sea holds not just the secrets of the natural world, but the stories of humanity as well.
He writes, stories of the sea hidden in the arms of amphoras, dancing with shells among the corals, a time journey in every touch telling the mysteries of the past like a tale. It's like he stumbled upon an underwater time capsule filled with artifacts and whispered tales from generations past.
And notice how he uses the amphora, a vessel from ancient times, to symbolize this transmission of stories. It's like he's saying that the sea has been a silent witness to human history, its depths holding on to secrets long forgotten by those on land.
It makes you wonder, what would our own family secret paintings reveal? What stories from our lives would we entrust to the canvas, and what would they tell future generations about who we were and how we lived?
And that's the enduring power of art, isn't it? It's a bridge across time, a way to connect with those who came before us and those who will come after. It allows us to explore our own stories, our own relationship with the world around us, and share those reflections with others.
So as we resurface from this deep dive into the artistic world of Dr. Vedat Ackman, I think the biggest takeaway is this. Whether it's the sea, the night sky, or even a shimmering piece of quartz, the world is full of stories waiting to be told, connections waiting to be made. And sometimes all it takes is a fresh perspective, an artist's eye, to unlock those hidden depths and reveal the extraordinary beauty that surrounds us.
Because in a way, we are all artists, shaping and reshaping the world with our own unique perspectives. And who knows, maybe Atkins' art will inspire us all to pick up a brush, a pen, or even just a different lens through which to view the world and uncover the stories that resonate within us.